Got the last of the fan mail. Yes, if you guys were wondering, my P.O. box is closed. I hadn't been getting anything for a while, so I didn't see sense in keeping it open. But I did go in there and collect the final packages and envelopes I had waiting. This is from a guy named Jackson, who apparently also has a YouTube channel that I inspired him to make called JD Sports Zone. Sent me a couple cards and a cool sticker. Go check him out. I normally don't do shoutouts, but Merry Christmas, Jackson. Alright, next we got a Jiffy. This is from Trey. It says, here's a Buffalo Bills hat. I enjoy your videos. Go Colts. P.S. My girlfriend wrote this. My handwriting sucks. I respect it, Trey. The hat's a little bit too small for me, but I'm going to keep it. I like it. I'll throw it somewhere in the room probably. Next package. Hey, Wyatt. Love seeing the therapy videos. Please enjoy the Charger fan merchandise. Take care. Ernie B. You sent me something before, Ernie. Pretty slick hat, honestly. Go Bolts, baby. Not going to lie, Ernie. I actually probably will just wear this shirt. It's actually really nice. Thank you. And the box. Alright, this is from GJ. It says that he really appreciates the content and he thinks that I have the best sports comedy on the internet. And he wanted to send me a Christmas present that he thought I would really enjoy. Ho, ho, ho. And he sent me, oh, this is sick. I've always wanted one of these. A mini Bills helmet? Like, seriously, man, I've always wanted one of these. These are super cool to display. I'm definitely going to throw this right back there or on the cabinet. A Minnesota Vikings, like, glass. Is this a coffee cup? Keeps your drinks hot, keeps your drinks cold. This is elite! Oh, we got one more thing. I can't tell exactly what this is. I know it's autographs of the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team, but it looks like it's from 2015, and I'm just not familiar with who their players were at that time, and I can't read this well. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And that's going to do it for fan mail for now, everybody. If you guys want to send me something in the future, I may reopen my P.O. box. For anybody that just sent me anything right now, you guys, thank you so much. This stuff is awesome. Alright, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. Today is F It Friday. However, today we're going to kind of still stay on sports. We're going to be doing a tier list, but I am going to finally be giving you guys some NBA content when I rank every single NBA team. Now, I do want to say this before the video starts. I'm newer to basketball. I've only been watching it for like a year or two. So, a lot of the stuff, you know, that I say in my videos is already really stupid. Today, I'm probably going to say some even worse things. So, please bear with me and try to understand that I'm not that familiar with the sport, but I think I know it enough where I can provide a ranking of some sort. Before we head into it, guys, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. All right, let's rank the NBA teams. Alright, so here we are back at the tier list. As you guys know, we've got to run through it. So starting at the top, we've got the elite teams. Below the elite teams, we've got the above average teams. Below the above average teams, we've got the solid teams. Below that, we've got the teams that are under par. And at the very bottom, we've got the teams that are horrendous. Alright, so starting off the list, we've got the Atlanta Hawks. They actually have one of my favorite players in Trae Young. He's a dickhead, but he is so good. Outside of Trae, however, I don't really know much about him. I know they're 500 this year, but I know a lot of other teams are also really underperforming from where they ended last year, and it could just be the rule changes. I still think they're a good team. Good enough, at least, to be above, you know, average. Moving on, we've got the Celtics. It's a weird team, man, honestly. Like, I for some reason think the Hawks might be better, but they have an offense that will, like, just randomly throw up 140 fucking points. I'll check the scores in the morning, and my jaw will drop sometimes when I see the Celtics. It's weird. And then the other day, they'll throw up 90. Like, what? They got Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I definitely think they're solid. Maybe I'm playing favoritism because the Hawks have Trae Young, but I don't watch them enough to be able to put them above that. Moving on, we've got the Nets, one of the elite teams in the league, at least I would say. What are they right now, 20-9, 20-8 or something? I think Kevin Durant is the best current player in the league. I think James Harden's still good, even though he plays like a bitch. I wish Kyrie would come back. Well, I think he is, but I don't know if he's going to play for the Nets or not. One of the top teams in the league. Moving on, we've got the Bulls. Dude, they're fucking really good this year. They're like 17-10 right now. Saw them on SportsCenter this morning. They got Levine, who used to be on the Wolves, Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, the Alex Caruso or whatever the fuck his name is. It's weird to see it because like 2 years ago or when I first started watching basketball, they were fucking horrible. Moving on, we've got the Clippers. I think they're above average too. Has Kawhi came back yet? I don't know what the hell his injury was. His Achilles or his ACL or something. He's been out for a long time, like since the middle of last year. I've watched them beat the Wolves, I think 3 times this year, and it's all been Paul George, so I'm imagining as soon as Kawhi Leonard comes back, they're going to shoot up to be one of the league's best teams. Moving on, we've got the Hornets. Definitely a solid team this year. I don't know if I would consider them an above average team. They're pretty much just like us, in the sense that they'll just kind of, you know, go off for 4 or 5 games and then they'll lose 4 or 5. It's super fucking annoying to watch, but I mean, at least they're playing competitive basketball for the most part. Moving on, we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team I thought was going to be terrible this year. Honest to God, I don't think they're that bad either. And it could be because I watched them beat the shit out of the Wolves, but they're in like 4th or 5th place too. Moving on, we've got the Nuggets. You know, I think they should be above average because I love Jamal Murray and I love Jokic, or however the fuck you say his name. I butcher it every time. I mean, that guy's incredible. He can do everything. He can play center, he can play forward, he can bang threes. I think they are. I think they are an above average team. I don't know. The record might not show it, kind of like the Hawks, but I think that the talent is there. Moving on, we've got the Rockets. They're fucking terrible. Did you guys see they won like 8 in a row and John Wall is coming back to play for them? They're like 9-19. Honest to God, other than John Wall, I don't know if I can even name another player on the Rockets, considering Harden and Russ are both gone now. Well, they've been gone for over a year. That's how much attention I've been paying. Moving on, we've got the Lakers. I don't think I can call them an elite team, and I think it's kind of hard to call them an above average team right now. I mean, the star power there is endless, even though there's a huge trade rumor coming up involving Russell Westbrook. But their team is never healthy at the same time, and they don't play good at the same time. It's weird. Anthony Davis does not look like the player he was when he was on the Pelicans right now, or even the first year he was on the Lakers. He looks like he's almost lazy. I'm going to say as a team, they're definitely above average and probably should be elite, but they got to figure some shit out. Moving on, we've got the Bucks. They're elite. I think KD's the best. I think LeBron's right there with them. I think Giannis is right there with those two. Other than Giannis, they got, who is it? Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and is it Grayson Allen? I think they're good. Moving on, we've got the Miami Heat. Oh, dude, I have every reason to hate Jimmy Butler as a Timberwolves fan, but I didn't really watch back then, and I don't care. He's one of my favorite players in the league, actually. He's a defensive beast, dude, and I really like Kyle Lowry, too. I think they have 18 wins. I'm not sure, though. I think they're above average. I'm not going to put them in elite, but low-key like the Heat. Moving on, we've got the Mavericks. You see, this is a weird team. It's a team that I always look at of Giants because they've got fucking Kristaps Porzingis and Boban and, of course, Luka, who I think is one of the best players in the league. Not sure what's really going on with them. They're only 14-14 this year, so it's like, I'll give them the above average, I guess. I just don't want to say something dumb. Moving on, we've got the Pelicans. I don't watch basketball that much, but I watched it enough to know that they are fucking horrible right now, and Zion is not really anywhere near a return. He just had like a shot in his foot that's supposed to boost like the healing, but he's still looking at a reevaluation in 4 to 6 weeks. Plus, the guy weighs like 315 pounds right now. They're at the bottom of the league. I'm not sure. I don't think they have the worst record or anything like that, but I don't think they have 10 wins. Moving on, we've got the Knicks. This is a team that's under par for me because they're very disappointing. Last year when they ended, I thought they were going to be like an elite team. They went into the playoffs, but they're struggling to put up consistent wins, and their team has fallen farther and farther behind in the standings. Moving on, we've got the Thunder. Fucking brutal as well. That's actually the team that I got drafted by in 2K. Not that that pertains to this, but in 2K, they're also terrible. I remember when the team used to have Durant and Westbrook, and it even used to have James Harden way back when. Honest to God, right now, I don't know if I could name a single player. Josh Giddey, that's it. And the only reason I know that is because he's always getting bashed for having a shit shooting percentage. And up next, we've got the Orlando Magic. Cole Anthony, baby. He ripped the Timberwolves apart. They only have 5 wins this season, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are, of course, one of them. I mean, they're fucking horrible. They're 5-24. Jesus Christ. Moving on, we've got the Trailblazers. Under par, unfortunately, man. I love Damian Lillard. He's one of my favorite players in the league as well, but him and CJ are not getting it done there. There's trade rumors of Ben Simmons joining him because he doesn't want to leave Portland. Whatever needs to be done, but I hope that they can get some help because I do want that team to succeed. Up next, we've got the Indiana Pacers, another under par team and a very quiet team for me. I don't know a lot about them at all. They have Demontis, oh, what the fuck's his name? Demontis Babanis or some shit. And Karis LeVert. I know those two guys. Not entirely sure what their problems are that need to be addressed there, but the team's well below 500, so it's hard to say that they're having a lot of success. Moving on, we've got the Pistons, another one that I know is fucking terrible. Actually, I think they're the worst team in the league. They are! Ha! 4-23. God, I'm happy I'm not a Pistons fan. You guys suck. Boy, you better hope Cade Cunningham is the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. Moving on, the Sacramento Kings. All right, this is the one I wanted to talk about because this is the basketball team that I know absolutely nothing about. And if it wasn't for NBA 2K, I would have no idea who a single player besides De'Aaron Fox is. He is the only player I'm familiar with. Under par, borderline horrendous. Moving on, we've got the Phoenix Suns, elite. Good for them, too. I like them, man. I like Chris Paul. I know he's a douche. I like Devin Booker. I know he's a douche. I like DeAndre Ayton. I don't think he's really a douche. And I like Jay Crowder, and he is a douche. They're a really good team. I think they're at the top of the league, or at least they're one of the top 5 teams. Moving on, we've got the Spurs, a team that's really fallen off ever since Kawhi left, for me at least. I just kind of stopped paying attention or hearing about them in general. I'm going to be honest. I actually think they're horrible. Moving on, we got the 76ers. They're a solid team this year. I don't know what to really say about them other than Embiid, because Ben Simmons isn't fucking playing. Not that he would really be helping them anyway, considering the guy's afraid to shoot a basketball, but I'm not too high on him outside of that. I don't really know a lot about him either. Moving on, we've got the Raptors, under par, dude. Kawhi went there, won him a ring, dipped out, and that team just kind of plummeted. Just almost exactly like the fucking Spurs, honestly. That's funny. I didn't really put that together. He played for both of them. Didn't he win a ring for both of them, or did he not win with the Spurs? But he at least went to the finals with them. Dipped, and both teams turned to ass. Moving on, we've got the Utah Jazz. So here's the thing, with the elite category, I really wanted to have 5 teams in it for basketball, and obviously Golden State, we can just throw them in there right now. They're the best team in basketball. Klay Thompson's coming back. Curry just broke the 3-point all-time record. That team is as hot as a fucking pistol. But the Jazz, this is the thing, I don't know. Are they elite, or are they above average? Their record is really, really good. They slapped the piss out of the Timberwolves. That's not really saying a whole lot. They probably are elite, like, right? I don't know. That's just a team that I'm not super familiar with, and I don't want to be dumb. I don't want to sound dumb. They're always going deep into the playoffs, or at least they have been. I think that's a good placement for them. Moving on, we got the Wizards. Solid. I like Bradley Beal a lot. I think Kyle Kuzma's a dipshit. Up next, we've got the Memphis Grizzlies, another one of my favorite players, Ja Morant and Tyus Jones, because he's from Minnesota. This is the team that I kind of wanted to fight with on the Jazz, because, like, I don't know, I don't want to say something stupid here, but I do think that they are really, really good, so they could be, like, borderline elite. At least for me, they are. And last but not least, we got the almighty Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm not putting them in the under par, because I think that they're decent. I think that they are just decent. I've said it about them before in the video, and I'll say it again. They win 4 games, they lose 4 games. They win 5 games, they lose 5 games. It's a constant battle of depression and anxiety with them, but at the end of the day, I'm very grateful for Anthony Edwards. I'm grateful for Cat, even though I think he's, a little bit of a diva, even though he's very passionate. Thankful for D'Lo, very thankful for Chris Finch, and I think the team is headed in a good direction with Alex Rodriguez. Alright guys, and there you have it for my ranking of every NBA team. I understand this was probably backwards and didn't make a lot of sense, but hopefully I did okay. Alright guys, and that is where I'm gonna stop for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I understand I probably said some really stupid shit, so hopefully you can find some comedy in it. Let me know in the comments how I did. I would love to read the criticism, the constructive criticism, hopefully. If you guys did like this video, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post every single day. With all that stuff being said, I'm gonna hop off and edit this shit so you can watch it on time. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and as always, I will see you in the next video.